नमः पुरस्तादथ पृष्ठतस्ते नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वत एव सर्व अनन्तवीर्यामितविक्रमस्त्वं सर्वं समाप्नोषि ततोऽसि सर्वः.
Namaha, salutation, obeisance to you from the front and behind, salutation to you from all sides. Now don't picture Arjuna going around Krishna doing a namaskar to him. What he means is, Purastat, Prushtata, all sides, everywhere means all pervading. Then he says, oh all, Ananta Viryam, boundless in power, Amita Vikram, infinite in strength, might, Sarvam Samapnoshi, you pervade all, so you are all. So again he is using terms that neither he nor I can understand. But it gets you familiar with this concept. At least it gets your mind to think of something other than worldly things. To that extent, it's a relief. Like there's this very powerful verse in Shankaracharya's Atma Bodha, which we'll all listen to right now.
Nirguna nishkriyo nitya nirvikalpo niranjana nirvikaro nirakaro nityamuktosmi nirmalaha.
Nirgunaha, I am without qualities. How do you understand this? You know, this whole verse, I am without qualities, nishkriyaha, I am without action. Nitya, eternal. Nirvikalpa, without doubts. Niranjanaha, stainless. Changeless, formless. Nitya muktosmi nirmalaha, I am ever free and pure. When you look at yourself in different mirrors, what do you see? You see images of yourself in the different mirrors, right? And immediately, instantly you understand what you're seeing there is nothing but a reflection of me. And so you admire yourself in the different mirrors. Even if there are certain distortions in the mirrors, even if there are certain aberrations in the mirrors, like I remember when we were young, they used to have this, what do they call it? Dasra, Jatra, here in Mahalakshmi. And they had this little passage that you went through, which had mirrors. And the mirrors were deliberately distorted in such a way that when you remember that? You saw yourself in one mirror, you were horrified. You see one long cylindrical thing. You look at yourself in another mirror and you look so fat. You look at yourself in a third mirror, you look all ugly, distorted. But as kids, the greater the distortion that you saw in the mirror, the greater was your amusement, and you just laughed through the whole experience and came out. But when you look at people around you in the world, this wisdom seems to have eluded you. What wisdom? That what you're looking at is nothing but reflections of yourself. And so the aberrations and the distortions that you see, the traits that you see, gunas that you see, are not the person. The gunas may be anything. The person is nirguna. Just as I am nirguna, my reflection has to be nirguna. The distortions and aberrations come. You look at one person and say is disorganized, the other person is forgetful, third person is unpunctual, fifth person is selfish, whatever it is that you see. You begin to be amused by it because you understand these are not the person. These are aberrations of the reflection. The reflecting medium is like that. So when you learn to distinguish between the person and the qualities, then you are free from agitation. So that is the reason why you have to keep asserting this verse to yourself. Just learn it by heart. There are 4 lines. Nirguno, Nishkriyo, Nityo, Nitya, Nirvikalpo, Niranjanaha, Nirvikaro, Nirakaro, Nitya Muktosmi Nirmalaha. And see what, of course you must say it with feeling, then it has an impact. Next two verses, 41 and 42, we take together.